Hi everybody, this is Molly from Tupperware. Welcome to my Tupperware discovery. Today I'm going to be cooking in our Tupperware stack cooker. We're only going to be using 3 parts of it. One part I have added rice, and I put 1.5 cups of rice, and then I put the water. So this is ready. So on the next level I'm going to be using this level here where it has like a strainer in it. And in here, I am going to pour vegetables. Now, I get this, it's a cheap brand, family brand, but it is carrots, peas, corn, and green beans. So it's a mixture of vegetables. Frozen vegetables, so I'm just going to put this in. And spread it around. Just like that. And set it inside. The next thing, right on top of the vegetables, I am going to be putting chicken. We're going to be making chicken strips. And I'm using this piece of Tupperware here. This is the egg carrier where you can make 2, 4, 6, 8. You can put 8 eggs and cut them in half, and it'll make deviled eggs for 16. But I like it because it has 2 sections in it here. And the 2 sections is I'm going to put mayonnaise in one, and I'm going to use breadcrumbs in the other. So this one I have breadcrumbs, Progresso, and this is garlic and herb breadcrumbs. So I'm going to go ahead and pour that in. You don't need a whole lot of it. You're just going to use enough to coat your chicken. Put that there as I use it so I can put it away. Next step, on the other side, I am going to add mayonnaise. You can use any kind of mayonnaise that you like, but some people just prefer the Best Foods mayonnaise. I use the Best Foods because actually for me it's cheaper. And you don't need a whole lot of mayonnaise, just a little bit. Like as you can see that I just put a little bit in there. Our next step is chicken. Okay, now I bought boneless chicken breasts, and what I did is I went ahead and sliced it to make chicken strips. Okay, now to do the chicken strips, I'm going to use gloves because I don't want the chicken all over me, and because I'm going to stick my hands inside the mayonnaise and the breadcrumbs. So let's put on these gloves. It's like I'm doing surgery. Surgery on the chicken. But we already did surgery on them because we cut them up already. But what I'm going to do is get my strips of chicken. I'm going to dip it in the mayonnaise, just like this. So coat it with the mayonnaise, and then put it in the breadcrumbs. So once you coat it with the breadcrumbs, and then I'm going to set it right on top of the frozen vegetables. You don't need to worry that the flavors are going to mix or anything like that, because it doesn't mix. Like your vegetables won't taste like chicken, believe me. So let's get all this coated. This is the only part of this recipe that takes a little bit, and It just takes a little bit of time, and that's because you're coating your chicken strips. And then you're placing them in a circle. And let's see here. Oh, this looks delicious already. The breadcrumbs smell really good. It's that Italian herb, that's why. So as long as you get mayonnaise on everything and you coat it in the breadcrumbs, and then we're going to spread it around, a little bit more breadcrumb to that. And here we go. Almost done. Just got a couple more pieces of chicken to go, and we're finished here. Put it in there. When you use mayonnaise as a coating, the thing is with the mayonnaise, what it does is it keeps the moisture in your food. So it's going to keep the chicken moist. Because you don't want to eat dry chicken either, but it'll keep your chicken moist, and it's going to be nice and tender as well. Okay, just 2 more little pieces left. And that was perfect for the mayonnaise that I put in here for all of this chicken. We did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10 chicken strips. And the coating that I put in here, the breadcrumbs, is just a perfect amount as well for what we're doing here. Perfect. Okay, let me remove these gloves. And put this in the sink. Put this in the sink. Run a little water in there. Wash my hands. Even though I had gloves on, I still want to wash my hands. And so our next step is we're going to prepare the dessert. So right now we have our starch, which is the rice, and we just put the vegetable, and we put the chicken. We coated our chicken and we set it right on top of the vegetable. So if you could see that the chicken is sitting right on top of your vegetable. Now we're just going to stack it right back over the rice because this is a stack cooker. Okay. Our next step is we're going to get the lid, the cover. Now we're going to turn it this way so that way we can put stuff inside. What I got is a can of apple filling. Any kind of apple filling, apple pie filling will work. Open this real quick. My Tupperware can opener. What did catch? Go. How's that? Okay. Now let us pour the apple pie filling in the top of the stack cooker here. So just pour the whole thing in. And let's see here. And just spread it around. Now, it might not be enough of the cinnamon flavor that you want. I like a lot of cinnamon in mine. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of cinnamon. What I'm gonna do is just sprinkle it. I'm gonna add some more cinnamon to the apples. Not too much, just a little bit. Then the next thing I got was oatmeal cookies. Now, we're gonna add oatmeal cookies to this. You wanna use about 6 cookies. So I'll take out 6 cookies, and then you can have the rest of the cookies to eat for later. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna crush them up and drop them into the apple mixture, apple pie mixture. So I'm cutting them up a little bit, crushing them. And this is what's going to make your kind of like a little crust to make it on a cobbler. So this is going to be your cobbler part of the apples. Now that you've got it crushed up, we are going to mix it a little bit. Stir her up. And I just want to say hi to everybody. Thank you for joining my Tupperware Live that I'm cooking today. Today we are cooking in the stack cooker. So we are making rice, vegetables, chicken, and apple cobbler, our dessert. Gonna stack it on top here on the stack cooker. And now this whole thing is ready to go in the microwave. It will cook for 25 minutes. And in 25 minutes, we're gonna have our full dinner.